Alright guys, so like the title of the video says, we're going to be talking about this 4-question test about the best business ideas, or the 4 best online business ideas. Basically, what I want you guys to do here in this video is I'm going to give you 4 questions, and if you can answer these 4 questions right, basically that means that your business idea has a better chance at being successful. If not, like if you don't answer them all right, then obviously not going to be as successful probably. So the more that you can get these questions right, the better. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. We can kind of test ourselves. If you have a notepad and pen, you can grab that. But if you're excited to take the test, smash a like on the video right now. Also, if you're not subscribed, this is a place where we talk about business, entrepreneurship, making money. And if you're into any of those things and you want to grow your business, you should subscribe to the channel, tick that bell notification icon. And if you want, you can actually comment on the video and say I've subscribed, and I will go back through after it's over and I will read your message and I will reply back to it. All right, so guys, the 4-question test, we're going to go through it. We're going to be interactive with it, so feel free to comment. And basically, if you can answer these questions right, if you can answer a yes to all of these questions, then this is a business idea that you should pursue. So if you have something in mind, maybe you're thinking about starting an online business, you're thinking about like, oh, I want to start this business, but I'm not really sure if I should go at it, then this is the video for you. This is the questions that you want to get the answers to. You want to be able to answer. So let me switch over to my computer here, right there. That is what I'm looking for. And let's break it down. All right, guys, so you ready? Question number 1. So question number 1, I always like to ask myself when I'm thinking about starting a new business, or I give advice to a lot of you guys, a lot of the subscribers, or anyone I work with, my students, is there a skill to learn? All right, so is the business that you're thinking about starting, is there a skill to learn? So the reason why I like to get an answer to this question is that if there's a skill to learn, it usually means that the business idea is legit, right? Because usually anything that's legit is going to require you to learn a skill. Like you're not going to be able to go and start a business and push a button and make money. Some people think that, but anything that says that usually isn't legit. So I always like to get an answer to this question right away because that really proves my concept. It proves that the business idea is legit. So let's take some business idea examples out there. If you're talking about doing SEO, search engine optimization, is there a skill to learn with that? Absolutely, there's a skill to learn with that. Now, that's not to say that you can't learn the skill while you go, but there's definitely a skill to learn. You're definitely learning how to do something. Let's talk about if you're doing drop shipping or Shopify. Drop shipping. There's skills to learn there, right? I mean, you're probably having to learn Facebook ads, or at least learn how to like get shout outs from Instagram influencers, right? There's skills there. You're learning how to find inventory, find items to sell, product research. There's skills there. So that's number 1. I always like to see if there's skills to learn. Now, the other really good thing about if there are skills, a lot of people look at this like, oh, I don't want to really learn any skills, but skills are a good thing. There's something that you'll always have that you'll always be able to utilize. So question number 1, guys, is there a skill to learn? You want the answer to this question to be yes. So go ahead and give yourself a point if your business idea that you're thinking about starting, if you answered yes to this question, that there's a skill to learn, go ahead and mark yourself down a point for that. Okay. Question number 2. How many of you guys answered yes to that? Comment below and let me know. And we're going to go on to question number 2. Question number 2 is, are you passionate about the topic? Now, these questions, like this one in particular, it's not really a right or wrong answer, but if you answer this question the wrong way, you might not be as successful with the business idea as someone else who maybe answered it a different way. So the reason why you want to be passionate about the topic or your business idea is that when hard times come, you want to make sure that you're going to stick it out, because hard times are going to come in business, guys. Whether it's an online business, a brick and mortar business, there is going to be hard times that come. You might like go through a month where you just didn't make much money, or you might lose a client, or you might be going through like a rough patch. And when that hard time comes, if you're not passionate about the topic or the business idea, you're probably not going to stick through it. So that is a really important question to ask. The other reason why is because it's easier to commit to a business idea that you're passionate about. Like if you're going to go and start a business around, I don't know, like maybe you want to become a roofer because you heard roofers make a lot of money, but you're not passionate about putting roofs on houses. You're probably not going to like commit to learning how to doing roofing if you're not passionate about it. You might in the short term, but maybe not in the long term. And that's point number 3 about this question, and why you really want to ask yourself this question if you're trying to come up with the best online business idea. And that is if you're not passionate about it, it's probably not going to be practical for the long term. So, Cody, I think it absolutely is. Cody asked me, is it possible to be passionate about SEO? I think it absolutely is possible, because I'm passionate about SEO. And that's, I think why I was so successful with it when I was starting off. So yeah, absolutely, I think it is. So your answer to this one should definitely be yes. And again, just because you don't answer yes to all 4 of these, that's okay. It doesn't necessarily mean the business idea won't work. It just means maybe it won't work for you, or maybe if you have 3 out of 4 of these where you answered it the right way, still could be successful with it. But definitely if you can get 4 out of 4, that's always better. But I mean, if you got none of these right, then obviously it's probably not a business idea you should pursue. Okay, so go ahead and give yourself a point if your business idea, if you were able to answer yes to question number 2, that you were passionate about the topic. All right, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to question number 3. All right, question number 3. Are there other people doing it? Okay, are there other people doing your business idea? Now, competition is not always a bad thing. A lot of people think that it is, but it's actually not. Competition actually validates your idea. So it validates the topic. It shows that other people are making money with it, right? There might be a reason if there's no competition. It might be because there's no money to be made with that business idea. So I think this is a really important question that you always want to ask yourself when you're thinking about pursuing a new business idea. And with that being said, if there are other people doing it, be sure to always put your creative twist on it, because I think personally that putting your creative twist on it is really what makes people grow exponentially. There's business ideas out there. Look at Uber. There's other people doing, driving people around, taxi drivers, right? But Uber had the idea to basically crowdsource it, right? It's kind of what it is. And that twist is really what exploded them, what gave them exponential growth. So it's fine if there's other people doing it. It actually validates your idea. It's a good thing, but you can kind of take it a step further and put your own creative twist on it. All right, guys. So question number 3 to validate your business idea is, are there other people doing it? The answer to this one again should be yes. If you guys answered yes to question number 3, you should go ahead and mark yourself down for another point. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. This is the final question, and this one is kind of a catch-22. I think that's what they call it, right? Is, are you okay with commitment? Are you okay with the time commitment, rather? Okay, so does this business idea that you're thinking about going for, does it allow for passive income? That might be a question that you ask yourself to answer this question. So I'm going to give you basically 5 kind of sub-questions to this question, because thinking about these 5 things will help you answer question number 4. So does it allow for passive income? Another thing I like to ask myself to be able to answer this question honestly is, will you be able to set your own hours? So, are you having to go for appointments and stuff like that? Do you have to wake up to an alarm clock? That's something that's pretty important to me to be able to answer this question when I'm thinking about a business idea. Because I personally never wanted to wake up to an alarm clock again. It's very rare when I have to, maybe once every 3 months. And usually it's nothing related to work. It might be a dentist appointment or something like that, which is even worse. Another question I like to ask myself to be able to answer this question honestly is, can I take a vacation? Am I able to just leave if I need to and get 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, a month off? Someone asked if I was in Orlando, because you guys know I spend a lot of my time down there. We leave the Midwest, we go down to Orlando for several months at a time, which we're going to be doing very soon. So that's an important thing for me to be able to answer, so that I can answer this question honestly. And then lastly is, will you have to answer to anyone? Okay, will you have to answer to anyone? Whether that be a boss, whether that be a main client that you work with, maybe it's a couple of clients. Sometimes it's okay to answer to people, to have clients and that sort of thing. That's fine. But just know what the time commitment is going to be. Maybe every month you're going to have to get on a phone call with a client. Maybe you're okay with that time commitment. Most people are, right? But make sure that you know what that time commitment is, and make sure that you're okay with that time commitment. So the answer to question 4, are you okay with the time commitment? The answer should be, again, yes. All right, guys, so mark down another point if you answered that one correctly. And these are the 4 questions, guys, that I really like to get you thinking about, that I like to ask myself when I'm thinking about approaching a new business idea. And again, basically, if you can answer 4 out of 4 of these, your business idea is probably a really good fit for you. Maybe if you answer 2 out of 4, still maybe a good fit for you. But if you answer maybe 1 out of 4 or 0 out of 4, then maybe not a great fit for you. Maybe it's a business idea you shouldn't go after. So what I want you guys to do is I actually want you to go ahead and I want you to comment what you actually scored on this little quiz that we put together. So you can just put something like I scored 4 out of 4, I scored 2 out of 4. Let me know. I want to hear from you guys to see what you scored. If you enjoyed this quiz and you'd like me to do more videos like this, smash a like on the video to let me know. Also subscribe, tick the bell notification icon, and then comment, let me know that you subscribed. But anyways, guys, that is the video. Until next time, I am Paul James.